First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. A gain of 8 on the keeper and a first down. That may be a sneak peek on this opening drive of what this young rookie can showcase, his legs.
And normally, as you start a game, you're just thinking, can he get the snap? Can he hand off? Can he just execute? Instead, he doesn't waste any time on wrapping another dimension to his game, showing off those wheels and picking up some nice yardage.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss.
Here we go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Hard throw, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. This one up to about the 38. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Wentz. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Aaron Donald busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Now Wentz on 3rd down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
a 16-yard return.
And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, the so-called unnamed sources that were saying all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been going. How would you handle that as a coach?
Well, you and I both know all the coaches that we've dealt with and come in contact with. They'd love to get their hands on those unnamed sources.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackman. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here, 1st and 10. Wentz now to throw. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 16 yards on the play. And that'll make it 3rd down. Shotgun now for Wentz.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
They're going option play on 3rd down.
And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down. Here's Sam Martin now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Wentz going to throw. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And 2 of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
And he's going to have a Broncos 1st down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that 1st. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The linebacker, Darius Leonard, applied the heat.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly, because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Denver. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts are going to take over, albeit deep in their own territory. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Wentz's throw complete here, pulled in by Howard.
And he's out right at the 25. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well.
Wentz going to give this to Taylor.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. On play action, Wentz. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Wentz. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. They fake the give. Now Wentz. That ball caught by Campbell. And he's taken down inside the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz.
And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On play action, it's Wentz. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 14. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another first down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. To throw is Wentz.
He'll check this one down to Taylor.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minute.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And in a spot like this, still more than a minute, I think if you put something on the board before halftime, that would go a long way towards helping them get back into the game.
There actually is something to the psychology of the game at times, isn't there? How much better would they feel running into the locker room, as you noted, with something on the board in a positive fashion? You're exactly right. It's a great opportunity to get that done.
2nd and 5.
And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He'll look to throw.
That swung out to Mostert.
And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And that'll kick and go out of bounds just outside the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And that is incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wentz to throw. And he's got a man. It's the tight end Howard, complete. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Taylor. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Wentz.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by Bryce Callahan.
And the Broncos are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, Charles, you're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A broken tackle there, but not a ton to show for it. Tackled just on the other side of midfield.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Completes it to Fant on the right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one, as it's good from 56 yards out. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. To throw, it's Wentz. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
36 yards on the punt with no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out, and now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And once again, this Colts defense stops him behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a play fake. Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Wentz. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a 1st and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now 1st and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Working from the gun, Wentz.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Colts add on to their lead.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And the lead is now 17-3.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, they'll run it with Mostert, and he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw.
He's got his tight end fan, and he will have a Broncos first down, and he was able to get it by playing. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
2nd and 2. He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Obi Melifonwu.
And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like. As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. He has a first down, and that catch will also put him over 100 yards receiving now on the afternoon. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now Wentz. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. Now Wentz. Catch made here by Campbell. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Throwing on first is Wentz. Forced out to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Whenever you see a quarterback break contained, just think to yourself, the receivers on that side of the field, their number one job, make sure they get in his sight line so he can try and find someone downfield. Guys on the backside, make sure you don't give up the deep ball. They tried it there. They weren't able to connect.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the ball is free. Taylor lost it. It's picked up by the Broncos. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Let's see now, Charles. That's 7 turnovers between last week and this week. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's the backup now, the former Badger, Melvin Gordon. And the window closes quickly. He'll only get up to the 22-yard line. There to stop him was Darius Leonard. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, D, let's go.
On play action, they'll throw. And that'll be incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off near the 42. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Throwing now is Wentz. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Flushed out right. Touchdown!
3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Colts are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. T.J. Green with a pick, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Boy, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Throwing is Wentz. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And down inside the 15 he goes. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Wentz now to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. Now, obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago. And
I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. They're going to look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. They'll look to throw again.
just get rid of it.
We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost...
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got it 1st and goal as they look to punch in a late score. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. That'll be caught. It's the tight end, Howard. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. On play action, Wentz steps away to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. And he will find Ridley on the left side. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Now Wentz on 3rd down. That's caught by Howard. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Colts, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they dropped just their 2nd game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.